Well, my name's Hillary, and I am currently finishing my master's at Bradley University, which is based in Illinois. It's an online program. I received my bachelor's in psychology at Georgia State. I was living in Georgia for about 5 years, and so I finished my undergraduate there. And my plan was to go into grad school right after, but life happened and I had to hold off a little bit. So here I am. I'm in my last 6 months of the program and I've been loving it so far. This is something that's been on my mind for a long time. I've always been very good at connecting with people. I've gone out of my way to kind of go out of my comfort zone, learn about people's different experiences, expand my own. And people have always felt very comfortable talking to me, to such an extent that I thought, well, I've kind of compiled a good global understanding of different people's experiences. And I've been told many times that I'm easy to talk to and that I have good advice to give, though as a counselor, we have to be careful with advice. But nonetheless, where psychoeducation is involved, it's good to be able to provide resources for our clients and knowledge where it's applicable. So this has been on my mind for a long time. I've had lots of experience in building connections with people. I'm good at relationships. I'm also good at, when we go through life, a big part of building relationships and maintaining them is understanding boundaries, mutual respect, learning to have an objective point of view when people trust you with their personal problems. So really just a lot of life experience so far that I've accumulated. And I've come, yeah. So if I have free time, well, I am an artist. When I have time, I like to sketch, I like to paint, I love to read. I constantly like to educate myself. So I have it's a decent sized library. I'm always adding new books and I try to set aside time I probably have 10 different books that I'm reading right now and I'll pick up when I have an opportunity. I love to spend time outdoors. I am big on self-care. I work out. I spend time, I like to hike, go on long walks when I have time. I'm a bit of a movie buff and kind of a film critic. And other than that, I love to carve out time for my close friends who mostly live out of state. So I will carve out time. We'll spend an hour or two talking, very good conversations. So I'm very much into maintaining my interpersonal connections. So there are definitely experts. There have been experts in the field that I admire the work of. Let's see what names. Dr. Frankel, he was big on existential therapy. I'm a big fan of reality choice, wellness approaches, but I kind of like to carve out my own path. I already have kind of my own style. I might be inspired by other people's ideas, but I don't cling to any existing theories too heavily. And again, I'm huge on wellness. One of the reasons why I picked Bradley for my master's programs because they focus on neurocounseling, which is very big on brain-based approaches. So things like meditation, diaphragmatic breathing, diet, psychoeducation around diet, exercise, there's all sorts of things that people can do to enhance their well-being at a basic level. And if they maintain these things, that's a great foundation upon which to begin healing and maintain it and enhance their life. Well, the systems model is something that I really respect. People's experiences shape how they approach life. And I'm very big on psychoeducation. Like, for instance, if I were to help a client approach a healthier diet, I feel like I would be negligent if I didn't also give them some education on our current food system and some of the issues with it. So I know, we shall share, we all live in this country, and it's very important to know what's going on and behind the scenes and be educated in all these different things. So I like a comprehensive psychoeducation. So multicultural counseling is kind of my thing. In the process of getting to know so many different types of people, I approach the person where they are. I am familiar with different cultures without putting too much focus on it, because people are people at the end of the day, and even if an individual belongs to a particular culture, they're still an individual, and they have their own experiences and their own thoughts on certain things. So I do keep a multicultural perspective, but I also understand that we can't cling to culture too much because everyone has their individual experiences. So already in working with my clients, I kind of let them, my priority is to build a connection with them. So I let them, while I ask important questions, getting to know them, I let them kind of lead the way and express what they need to express. I listen as much as possible, talk less. And when I do speak, I make a point to let them know that I understand, and they should feel safe to tell me anything they feel the need to tell me. Well, I have found that people are pretty adept at voicing whether they've made progress or not. If they can feel it and if they trust in it, then I trust that. Aside from that, you can kind of just tell from people's demeanor if they feel a little bit more confident, their self-esteem is improved. Sometimes it's just simple things like that. I think it's just helping people tap into the potential. I care a lot about people, and there's could be remedied in this world, and we're all in it together. And if I have the ability to help others in this capacity, I don't see what else would I do. So yes, I understand that counseling has one of the highest burnout rates of the fields out there. I think one thing I do continually is when you empathize with others, it can be a little too easy to carry the burden on your own shoulders. And I just remember that I have to maintain my self-care. If I don't maintain that, I can't be there for others, not as effectively. And no matter what I can do to help, it's the client's job to, take their steps and, do the work. And we work as a collaborative team, right? And I just keep that in mind. I'm logical. I'm a passionate person, but I'm very logical. I know how to keep the boundaries, maintain them. And those boundaries are out of respect for myself and for others. Well, I've been told that I have that I have personality, and I have a kind of a unique personality. I'm very personable. I can be very energetic, and I think connecting with others just comes fairly naturally to me. And I'm a bit more, I don't know if I'm extroverted, but maybe a little bit more extroverted than some counselors I've met. Aside from what I've already said, I really enjoy working with people and helping them improve on their own lives and get the most out of the time they have. Lartey Wellness was recommended to me by a counselor in the area. I really didn't have a lot of people that I knew. I didn't really have a network yet. And an individual who was going to be my supervisor but ended up retiring, she recommended Lartey Wellness and had lots of positive things to say.